It's kind of interesting.
What's that?
Oh, it's an interesting topic.
What are you guys talking about?
We're doing a CNNI report for, on what are the policies that this particular election that most concerns us. Yeah. Do you have some points of view as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
What kind of point of view do you have?
I think the biggest thing for the election is the economy.
Will you do an I report for me? I would like to get you on camera. Maybe you'll make your face on CNNI report saying, I'd like to see women actually come out and start challenging what's going on out here. I'll stop what we're doing because we have some time and actually get you to do one. Will you do it for me?
Sure.
Excellent. Here, babe. Hello, ladies. It was great coming to Austin, Mount Bonnell, to find two beautiful ladies to ask a few questions of. Now, let me ask you something. First of all, what's your name?
Liz Lane.
And your name?
Carrie Revel.
Now, Carrie, what is the thing that most interests you about this particular election, the 2012 election?
I'm really interested to see the country going in a different direction, meaning I would like to see policies that shrink our government instead of growing it.
So I consider you more on the conservative leaning side.
I consider myself a conservative libertarian.
Okay, great. And what about your friend?
What would I consider myself?
What would you consider yourself?
A conservative.
Now tell me what you want to see in policies going forward.
The same thing. I want smaller government. I want more trust in the people.
Now, when you say you want trust in the people, do you want to are you both married?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you both have health insurance?
Yes.
Who provides your health insurance?
Private.
Now,
you know, I'm not sure anymore. We just moved.
You just moved?
We were paying $1,000 a month in California.
Right.
And we moved out here, and it's a little more than half what we were paying there.
Really?
So it's made a big difference to move from California to Texas, where I don't know, things are cheaper.
Things are cheaper. Oh well, everything is cheaper here, including housing. Now, tell me a little bit about your feelings towards the Affordable Care Act. Obamacare.
Yeah, I knew what you're talking about.
Like, I don't know by that name. I feel very strongly against it.
Okay.
I do not like it, mainly because of the individual mandate, but also because I feel like there are many other ways we could do it, especially nationalizing the competition between the insurance companies.
Right.
Because and
that would be such a simple thing. I don't understand
why it's so hard.
why that can't happen.
I know. Well, and my husband's a business owner, and so we pay a lot more for our insurance many times than other people do. And so we would really like to see some competition because our health insurance is a mess. It's a disaster, even still. And I feel like the Affordable Care Act would only make it worse.
Yeah.
Really.
If I were to enumerate the items within the Affordable Care Act and you like the individual items, and then I tell you that compositely makes that is what the Affordable Care Act, because right now I think it's been misrepresented. Would you change your opinion then if what's actually in it isn't what you thought was in it?
I would feel better about it if my congressmen and women had read the act before voting for it.
Yeah.
And if I feel like I would have been more supportive of it had I had a chance to really look at it myself too, before all the politics. I
am so happy that you said that, because at the end of this interview I'm going to give you a card to my website that you can actually read the act.
Great.
Because I've read the whole 4,200 pages of it.
Did you see all the garbage in it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, here's my problem.
Yes.
I feel that, we lived in California. It was expensive. My husband and I were constantly, we'd sit down at the table and we'd say, what can we cut out? And we were cutting out sports. We were cutting out extra food. We definitely
we're asked to contribute so much more to the schools and everything because they
can't
fund.
Right, but my thing is that I am responsible and I live in a budget, within a budget, and Washington doesn't think that's important, and it's ridiculous. And bottom line, we can't afford the healthcare program the way it is. I mean, the independent analysis is that, it's even bigger than we originally thought. And, I am all about taking care of people. And I keep care of children in my neighborhood where I see neglect. I don't like to see people suffering, but I don't agree with going into just ridiculous debt. And then you see, you know, it hurts to pay our taxes. It hurts. And to see the mismanagement in government, and they laugh about it. They mock it.
Like the GSA.
The GSA incident,
right
yeah.
Exactly.
That is so sad.
It makes me crazy.
Yeah.
It makes you crazy.
Yeah, I would like to see private charity rather than the same problem with Social Security and with Medicare that we are going to have with Obamacare. And you know, it doesn't mean that we don't need to help people, because we absolutely do. And government should be there to not help people, but help them help themselves. And they seem incapable of doing it. So I really have a lack of trust in our government. And it's not President Obama, but it's the system right now.
I want to say one thing. I get confronted with that a lot of times. I don't have trust in government. And I try to remind conservatives and liberals alike, you are the government. If you don't have trust, if you don't have trust in the government is the government you elect. And that is why we must participate in the government.
They are elitists. They are elitists. They don't listen to the people.
They listen if you make them listen. But
we're going to have to make them listen.
Do you ever feel frustrated that you don't have a voice? Because I vote.
No,
and I
but
still
I'm a political activist. I never get frustrated. But I mean, I just keep going.
But you know what? I have 5 children.
Yes.
I'm working very hard on my own life. I can't go march in Washington.
I know, but I have work for you to do. I need to close out the I-Report, but I wanted to tell you after this. Thank you very much, ladies. That was an excellent I-Report. When I finish with it, it just may make it on CNN I-Report.